welcome back. This is Nikki with Green Sprout Living. Today is going to be kind of like a day in the life. I have a ton of things that I need to get done today. I am getting a little bit of a late start because I woke up late, first of all, and then I did some homeschooling with the girls, and now we're going to go do some errands. I'm going to take them to the Amish bulk store and get a few things, and I'm also going to take them to the orchard to see if we can get some peaches. When we get back, I have a ton of canning to do, and I need to get my garden straightened up. So come along with me. Okay, so we went to the bulk store already and got a few things there. Now we came to our local orchard. It's a little ways away from our house, about 20 or so minutes. But we are going to see if we can get some peaches here and maybe some blackberries. I was told that they have you pick it blackberries for, I think, $4 a quart or something. So I'm gonna see what they have, and we will see if Josie's back here being ornery. We'll see what we can get. So we'll go in and show you what we can get in here. Okay, so we made it back home. It ended up being about like a 30-minute drive actually to the orchard. I thought they were going to have the You Pick It blackberries. I thought that would be a good experience for the girls, but it really was no cheaper to pick them than it was to just buy them. And it was starting to get really hot and they were starting to get hungry. So we went ahead and bought some of those. Now we are going to have some lunch, and then I'm going to possibly go out to the garden and see what needs to be done and kind of do some damage control out there. So. I'm out here in my garden right now. I have not been able to get out here to tie things up. I use old t-shirts that we're just going to throw anyway, and I cut them into strips. I am going to prune a little bit, and I'm going to get these tied up. So when you prune it, it kind of helps the airflow, and we've had a lot of rain. So this will help kind of keep the powdery mildew down and help the disease from spreading or getting into your garden. So come along with me while I clean it up. Okay, so the only things that I'm pruning off right now are the branches that I feel like are getting damaged or diseased. I really don't prune a ton. I just prune what is needed. So I know that there is some people that heavy prune. I don't. I just prune off what I feel like the plant no longer needs, or if there is any damage or anything. Okay, so I did not get everything that I wanted to get done today done off my hit list. I was out tying the tomatoes up. I did get all of those tied up and pruned, but it started raining on me, so I had to get everybody ready for supper and get everybody fed and on their own way. Now, the only thing I had left on was to do my peaches. I'm not going to get to those tonight, but I am going to make jelly out of some elderberry syrup that I made yesterday. And the blackberries, I'm going to make some jelly out of it too. So I do have these 4 bananas that are overripe, so I think I might make banana bread while this is processing, but the peaches are going to have to go get pushed back for another day. So after I'm done with this, I think I'm going to call it a night. Okay, I am using this ball canner, home preserving. I like this book a lot. It has a spot in here for elderberry jelly, so I'm going to use it. I actually have the 3 cups already. I've already sweetened it because it's syrup, so I am not going to have to put in the sugar. I'm just going to warm it up so that way I can fill my jars and get it in the canner. I believe you have to process it for like 5 minutes in a boiling water bath, so it's super simple to do. I'm just going to get all my ingredients ready. When I prepare my lids, I just warm up the water to a boil and then I turn it off. I don't actually boil my lids for a long time. I just heat them up. So I'm going to heat up my elderberry juice and get it warming. Then I'm going to go ahead and get my hot water bath ready and going too. I use this smaller stock pot to make the smaller portions of the water bath. I just hate getting that big canner out. So I know I've probably said this before, but for some of you that don't know, you can't put the jars directly on the bottom because it'll burst your jars. So I don't have an insert that will fit inside of this one, so I use canning lids, and 5 wide mouth canning lids fit perfectly in the bottom, so that raises it up off the bottom of the pan. The recipe that's in this cookbook calls for 4 tablespoons of lemon juice, 1 package of pectin, which I buy my pectin in bulk, so it would be equivalent to approximately 6 tablespoons of fruit pectin, and then your sugar. So like I say, I've already sweetened this because I was going to make elderberry syrup, but I have a lot, so I'm going to go ahead and make jelly because my kids love peanut butter and jelly. And once it gets to a boil, do not do that. It's not gonna cool down quick enough. Okay, so then you can add your pectin in. And then you just want to let it boil until it starts thickening up. In some of the recipes, I think it says you can add like margarine or butter, and it kind of helps keep the foam down, but I'm not going to do that. So once it starts to thicken, then you'll put them into your jars, wipe the rims, seal it up, and then put it in your hot water bath. Got my elderberry jam ready to go. I'm going to fill the jars and put the lids on. You want to get a clean towel or something to wipe the rims. I usually use vinegar to make sure that the rims are nice and clean. I just put a little vinegar on a towel or on a paper towel or whatever. So I'm going to get these filled up, and then I'm going to move on to the blackberries. I'm only going to do 1 batch tonight. Because I don't know that I'll have enough of this jam. I spelt it. So I don't know that I'll have enough of this jam to fill up these jars, but I think that the one batch of the blackberries will fill up the other one, so I'll have one batch in the canner. While that's all processing, I'm going to start on my banana bread. Okay, so I'm just going to add my blackberries to the pan. Really, you don't have, blackberries have so much juice, you really don't have to add water. If you do, it's just enough to keep them from scorching. But I'm going to heat them up pretty slow and mash them to try to get all the juices out of them. And then I'll strain them and get all the seeds out because my kids don't like the seeds. And then I will add my pectin in and get the jars filled up. All right, got my banana bread made up. I'm just gonna sprinkle it with the pecans. Put it in the oven. Okay, so this little handy deal I absolutely love. Forgot I even had it. Actually just got this for, I don't know, Christmas or something like that. So this is going to get all of the pulp drained out except for the seeds. So I'll get that separated and then we will get it cooking. If you don't have one of these are amazing. I remember, for some reason, I remember my grandma using one for small batches like this. It's perfect. All right, there we go. Good stuff. All right, now I'm just going to put my 6 tablespoons of pectin in it and get it canning. And by the time that the canner is completely done, my bread will be done and my day will be over. So I am going to add just a little bit of sugar to it, about 1/4 of a cup. I'm going to get this to a boil and then put it in my jars. So I just got finished. I just got the bread out of the oven and my jelly out of the water bath canner. So I just got finished with everything. I completely forgot that I had this thing until the last minute. I'm so glad that I found it. I could have used it yesterday doing my elderberries. If you do not have one of these, I suggest you definitely get one. I think I've got this off of Amazon. It's Good Grips is the name of it, but it's a pretty heavy duty deal, and it's got 3 different screens, different sizes screens, and it's perfect for small batches. Like this was perfect. So if you don't have one of these, I would definitely suggest purchasing one of these. The recipes that I have used for my jams came out of the Home Preserving Bowl canning book. This is a great book. I use it quite a bit, as you can tell. So I wasn't able to get everything on my hit list done today. I didn't get my peaches canned, but I did get all of this done. So I got my tomatoes pruned and tied up. I got pickles canned. I've got jelly canned, and I also made banana bread. So my husband and I were actually just talking about this earlier because I was kind of getting down on myself because I didn't get all of the things that I had planned done today. And I knew I wasn't going to be able to do it. I didn't want to stay up until like 11 o'clock at night again doing things. So he kind of reminded me and encouraged me. So I want to encourage you guys as well. Even if you're doing something, even if you could only can pickles, even if you could only put up one thing, you're doing something, and that's better than doing nothing. So I have to sometimes remember that because I want to do all the things. I want to do everything. I see somebody doing something and I want to do it too. You just have to try to prioritize the things that are really important and focus on one thing at a time. And if that produce that you get out of your garden spoils because you don't get to it, that's okay. And if you don't get all the things put up that you want to get put up, that's okay. And if your tomatoes look a little crazy or your plants outside in your garden have weeds, that's okay too. Because as long as you're trying and doing everything that you can do, then that's enough. I hope you enjoyed this day in the life with me and the girls today, and I hope you come back for the next one. Make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye-bye.